Hi there everybody and welcome back to another episode of Prestige Liquids. My name is Andrew and as always it is fantastic to have you here with me again on another whiskey review video. Now if you're a returning subscriber, thank you for joining me along my journey so far, and if you're new to the channel then please make sure you hit the bell notification and the subscription button so that you can stay up to date with all future content. Now in today's video again we are continuing on with the Australian Whiskey Advent Calendar, but before I do that, I'd just like to wish you all a very happy Christmas Eve. For or those of you who celebrate, say Christmas on Christmas Eve, Merry Christmas as well. So let's get started. I will try to get this one little sample out here without pulling the whole packaging apart now. I think that's been the one difficult thing with this, is that since these aren't all in sequential order, once I've started getting into the rest of the display, the whole thing has just been falling apart now, so it's looking pretty ratty. But that doesn't matter. Let's just put this down now, and let's see what we get. So, alright, awesome. This is one that I have not yet tried. This is from 5Nines Distillery. Now, I have tried some of 5Nines products before, but this is the first time that I have tried their vatted malts. I have reviewed their lightly peated before. That was in an earlier episode of this series. So I will put in a link to the description of my 5Nines playlist, and also the playlist for the Advent Calendar series as well so far. That way you can go back and check out any of the episodes you may have missed. So at the moment, as the way the rest of these have been, I don't have any other information in regards to this whiskey, so I will put that information in the description box down below. So that information will be things regarding cask type and maturation and all that kind of thing. But for now, let's just pour a bit of the sample and let's see what we get for this one. So as I mentioned, this is from 5Nines Distillery in South Australia, and this is their vatted malt bottled at 42.5% ABV. So let's see what we get on the nose. Cheers. Okay, so this is quite winey. Actually, it has a quite a prominent like wine cask influence. Touch of smoke. Lots of barrel char as well. Vanilla, caramel, dry grass. There could be a little bit of peat in this as well, but I'm not too sure. Now, 5Nines obviously have done a peated whiskey before, so there very well could be some peated malt in this. Touch of salt. Burnt wood. It kind of has the like it smells a bit like an Australian bushfire. A little bit of eucalyptus, dry eucalyptus leaves. Some dark chocolate. And a little bit of leather. Alright, let's move on to the palate and let's see what we get. So cheers. Soft to medium mouthfeel. Surprisingly, it's quite syrupy considering the low ABV. Normally, this type of texture you will get some on more. You'll get this type of texture more so on like a 45 to 46%, but this is becoming quite syrupy and thick. It's also a bit dry. I'm now starting to get like notes of raspberry and blackcurrant, a little bit of cherry. The smoke is also following through, mixed in with a bit of barrel char and vanilla. So I'm assuming that this could be an American oak cask. There is some like black pepper coming through as well. Definitely some sweetness, honey, caramel, kind of like a toffee apple as well. Again, that dry grass note is definitely coming through. So many of the characteristics that you were getting on the nose are following through onto the palate as well. And that leads into, I guess, the profile of the finish as well. It's very mellow, very easygoing. I'm loving the smoke. That peaty influence really wasn't there as much on the palate, but it definitely follows through onto the finish, and you're just getting these nice waves of smoke that just keep coming through. Again, mixed in with that toffee apple sweetness, and again, caramel, vanilla, and that nice oaky black pepper spice as well. Altogether, this is an absolutely beautiful whiskey. I know I have seen this on the 5Nines website before, and I have contemplated getting it. Uh, but unfortunately, I have been guilty of overlooking it and going for other options. But I'm thinking now that I've actually tried this sample, I will be trying, I guess, much harder to to be able to get a bottle of this, because this is actually very enjoyable. Perfect entry level whiskey, and it also offers a decent amount of versatility as well for a more seasoned whiskey drinker also. But yeah, that's all I really have to say about this one at the moment. Really, I can't believe how quickly we have gone through this month so far. I mean, one day away from Christmas, it has flown by, absolutely flown. But yeah, so that's it for today. So this obviously was Christmas Eve. I guess, yeah, the Christmas Eve review. Please make sure that you, I guess, stay tuned for tomorrow, where obviously it's Christmas and we'll be doing the last video in this series. So please, if you have not yet done so, make sure that you hit the subscribe button. You'll really be helping my channel grow, and also be helping to spread some very well-deserved awareness for these brilliant Australian whiskies. So I'll leave it at that. My name is Andrew, and I'll see you all again on the next video. KIPPIS.